3 adjectives to describe myself. Maybe I would say sunny, curious, and very appreciative.
Loni Anderson, the bright and beautiful star who stole hearts as Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati, passed away on Sunday, August 3, 2025. She was just 2 days shy of turning 80. Her longtime publicist, Cheryl J. Kagan, shared the sad news with the Associated Press, saying Loni died in a Los Angeles hospital after a long illness. Her family released a touching statement. "We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our dear wife, mother, and grandmother." For fans around the world, it's a moment to pause and remember a woman who brought so much joy to our TV screens. Loni wasn't just an actress. She was a legend. Best known for playing the smart and sassy Jennifer Marlowe on the CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, she turned a simple receptionist role into something unforgettable. The show ran from 1978 to 1982, and Loni's charm earned her 3 Golden Globe nominations and 2 Emmy nods. But her life was more than just awards and fame. It was full of love, heartbreak, and a spirit that kept shining, no matter what came her way. Let's take a walk through her incredible story. Loni K. Anderson was born on August 5, 1945 in St. Paul, Minnesota. She grew up in a cozy suburb called Roseville, where life was simple and sweet. Her dad, Clayton Carl Andy Anderson, worked as an environmental chemist, and her mum, Maxine Hazel, was a model. From the start, Loni had a spark. She was bright, pretty, and ready to take on the world. In high school, at Alexander Ramsey Senior High, she was even crowned Queen of the Valentine's Day Winter Formal in 1963. It was a little hint of the star she'd become. Acting wasn't her first step, though. Loni started small with a tiny role in the 1966 movie Nevada Smith, alongside Steve McQueen. It wasn't much, but it lit a fire in her. She kept at it, popping up in TV shows like SWAT and Policewoman during the 1970s. Then, in 1978, everything changed. She auditioned for WKRP in Cincinnati, a new sitcom about a quirky radio station in Ohio. Loni didn't want to play just any blonde. She wanted her character, Jennifer Marlowe, to be smart and strong, and that's exactly what she did. WKRP in Cincinnati wasn't your average TV show. It mixed laughs with real stuff, like fights over censorship and the crazy world of radio. Loni's Jennifer Marlowe was the heart of it all. She was the receptionist, sure, but she ran the place with her brains and charm. With her big hair and bigger smile, Jennifer wasn't the dumb blonde people expected. She was clever, funny, and always one step ahead of everyone else. Loni loved playing her. In a 2021 chat with Fox News, she said, "I never thought I would be Loni Anderson's sex symbol, but I embrace it. I think I was lucky enough to have been able to play so many different things, and sex symbol was a part of it. I took whatever my career threw at me, so I embrace it, and my granddaughters think it's a hoot." Her granddaughters weren't wrong, it was a hoot, and fans adored her for it. The show was a hit, running for 4 seasons and making Loni a star. She worked with a great cast, Gary Sandy, Howard Hesseman, Tim Reed, and Jan Smithers, and they became like family. One episode everyone remembers is Turkeys Away, where the station drops live turkeys from a helicopter for a Thanksgiving stunt. It goes wrong in the funniest way, and Loni's cool, calm Jennifer watching it all unfold was pure gold. She earned 3 Golden Globe nominations and 2 Emmy nominations, proving she wasn't just a pretty face, she was a powerhouse. Loni's life off-screen was just as big as her career. She was married 4 times, but the one everyone talks about is her romance with Burt Reynolds. They met in 1983 while filming Stroker Ace, a fun movie about race cars. Sparks flew fast, and soon they were Hollywood's hottest couple. In 1988, they got married in a secret wedding at Burt's ranch in Jupiter, Florida. Burt couldn't stop smiling.
"I'm a very lucky man," he told people at the reception. "I'm surrounded by love and dear friends, and I married my best friend today."
Loni felt the same. "I feel like Cinderella. I married Prince Charming."
They adopted a son, Quinton, and for a while it seemed perfect. But things fell apart, their marriage got messy, and by 1994 they were divorced. It wasn't pretty, tabloids ate it up. Bert later told People in 2015, "Marrying Anderson was a really dumb move on my part. I should have known that you don't marry an actress. It wasn't lollipops and roses." In his 2015 book, But Enough About Me, he said Loni loved spending, buying dresses, jewelry, everything in threes. "She never wore a dress after it was photographed," he wrote. "She had to dress like a star." He even said she maxed out a $45,000 credit card in 30 minutes. Loni saw it differently. In a 1995 interview with SF-Gate, she said Bert hurt her at least a dozen times when he was on drugs.
"Bert always said no one would believe me because he was Mr. Wonderful and the world loved him," she shared.
She also said he didn't always pay the $15,000 child support for Quinton on time. It took until 2015 for Bert to write a $154,520 check to settle things, according to TMZ. Even after all that, Loni was kind when Bert died in 2018.
"Quinton and I are extremely touched by the tremendous outpouring of love and support," she told Fox News. "Bert was a big part of my life for 12 years, and Quinton's father for 30 years. We will miss him and his great laugh."
Before Bert, Loni was married to Bruce Hasselberg from 1964 to 1966. They had a daughter, Deirdre. Then came Ross Bickle from 1974 to 1981. After Bert, she found lasting love with Bob Flick, a musician from the Brothers Four, in 2008. They stayed together until the end. Loni didn't slow down after WKRP. She jumped into TV movies like The Jane Mansfield Story in 1980, where she played the famous blonde bombshell with Arnold Schwarzenegger as her husband. She also starred in A Letter to Three Wives in 1985 and White Hot, The Mysterious Murder of Thelma Todd in 1991. Fans called her the Queen of made-for-TV movies, and she loved it. She popped up on shows like Nurses, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and VIP, always bringing her special sparkle. In 2006, she played Tori Spelling's mum in So Notorious, a funny little show about Tori's life. And in 2023, she joined other 80s stars like Morgan Fairchild in Ladies of the 80s, A Diva's Christmas on Lifetime. It was a sweet nod to the decade that made her famous. In 1995, Loni wrote My Life in High Heels, a book about her ups and downs. She opened up about Bert, her fight to keep her family strong, and all the wild turns her life took. It was honest, funny, and real, just like her. Loni wasn't just about fame, she cared about people. Her dad had COPD, a lung disease, so she worked with the American Lung Association to help others breathe easier. After her tough time with Bert, she spoke out for domestic violence awareness, teaming up with the National Domestic Violence Hotline. She also loved animals and kids, supporting charities whenever she could. Friends said she had a big heart, always ready to lend a hand. Loni Anderson was more than an actress. She was a trailblazer. Jennifer Marlowe showed the world that women could be gorgeous and smart, and Loni made it look easy. She was a style queen too, with her big blonde hair and dazzling outfits. Magazine covers couldn't get enough of her, and fans still see her as one of Hollywood's all-time beauties. In her later years, Loni loved meeting fans at conventions and talking about WKRP. She'd laugh and share stories, always thankful for the love. When she passed, people shared their sadness online. Morgan Fairchild wrote on X, "I am heartbroken to hear of the passing of the wonderful Loni Anderson, the sweetest, most gracious lady. I'm just devastated to hear this." That's how everyone felt. Loni was special. She leaves behind her husband, Bob Flick, her daughter Deirdre, her son Quinton, and her grandkids. Her publicist says there'll be a private family service at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Loni Anderson's life was a wild, wonderful ride. From a small-town girl in Minnesota to a TV icon, she did it all with grace and grit. She made us laugh, she made us cheer, and she showed us what it means to keep going, no matter what. As we say goodbye, we're left with her movies, her shows, and the memory of that big, warm smile. Rest in peace, Loni. You were one of a kind, and we'll miss you more than words can say. Your light will keep shining in our hearts forever. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to daily updates and never miss a video.